Hi, my love. So, here we are. Almost 1 year ago, you basically passed away, and you got rewoken on the hospital. You survived what was impossible to survive. And frequently you've been asking me some questions about what was going on and what I was doing and how everything was happening. And when I was in Brazil during this time, I was writing a form of diary. Basically because I wanted to read myself in the process of healing from the frustrated depression, panic attack time that I was running around in. And I had a feeling that you wanted to know too. Originally, I would have sent you this in an email. That was the plan. But I was thinking that it was better to do it this way. I didn't edit any in the text, so sometimes it might be jumping a little back and forward in the time. But I hope you understand, and I hope this will give you some answers to some of the questions you might have in your mind. Well, here it goes, and the first time I took out the laptop and decided to do this project, I was already in Brazil. And it starts this way. Hi, my love. Now it's my second day here in Brazil. Yesterday, I came to Curitiba 9 a.m. in the morning. There are 2 WhatsApp groups sharing the news about you. People are crazy here. When I was fighting to find money to go to Brazil and explaining my boss my situation, people in the groups, that means all your friends, wanted to help in any way they could. Finally, I got the tickets, and after walking around for days, still working without no sleep, I'm very exhausted. I could inform in the group that I have the tickets. But I can only stay for a very short time. They went crazy. Adriana found a woman who had a spare room and internet very close to the hospital. I said no. They were all fighting to get me in the airport, but I said no thank you for them all, except from Nina, her boyfriend. They would come with Anna, and I said thank you. In the end, I joked them all and said, hey, you can all go to the airport and we can have a party and a barbecue there. Well, Nina and her boyfriend are doing everything for me. They picked me up in the airport, took me to the hospital. Nina went with me to see you the first time, getting my ID into the system in the hospital, etc., and trying to explain it all. In the end, they found an English-talking doctor too. After I went to Louise's house, they wanted to see me too. They knew I'd been traveling for many hours, going directly to see you, and I was very tired. So Louise came with fresh towels, and she offered me a long hot shower, and then they offered me a spare room, but I said no. Bruno and Victoria is trying to be very amazing persons. And for not to start a fight while you are sick, I just talk them after the mouth and say, yeah, that's okay. Well, I can always tell you more about that later. It's funny and tragic stories. Your brother, Felipe, he knew that I was going to the hospital the first day. And he saw me on the street and he walked up to me and said, Michael. And then he just gave me a very big hug and held me very tight. He goes to the hospital, and Lila too, every day. Felipe is lost. He's playing shows every night, still waking up to see you in the hospital. Basically not sleeping, only crying. He found a woman. It's a singer from one of his bands. She used to live in the US of A for 10 years. And she went to see the doctor and the psychologist with me, just to translate without any misunderstandings. He and Lila are doing all they in their power to help, really all they can do. So they're very nice persons. Here on my second day, it was Lila. She was together with me visiting you. And she followed me to the meeting with this translator and the psychologist. You have no idea how much people really care for you and love you. And now they can't tell you directly. And they put all the care in me, almost fighting each other of where will I eat, arranging to go to the diners with the families in the restaurants, who will pick me up so I can be part of this. It's great to feel all this friendly love, but sometimes I say stop. I just have to have some hours alone here in the house. Basically, I trust in two except your brother. It's Nina, because you like her, and Anna. Anna is amazing, and she recognized me in the first moment she saw me in the airport. Nina always brings her boyfriend, so there will be no misunderstanding in her helping. And then I trust in Louise because I know Fabricio too, and she's a very good friend to you. The rest I just answer with thank you so much, you're so sweet, but I already made arrangement for my driving, etc. Louise is sending voice messages every day just to check on me, and I couldn't keep away from crying in some of my answers for her. It's all about you to miss and be scared. Nina was with me seeing you. She kept a distance and was just watching us. I couldn't stop from crying, and she said to me after, hey, don't stop, it's okay to cry, it's good for you. They respect me and you. They respect our relationship, and they respect us more than you imagine. By the way, I think I will steal or kidnap Anna, and you and I can keep her in Denmark. She really makes me smile constantly in these hard times. I'm so sorry that I'm jumping in this text back and forward, but I will go back to the beginning of the story. My brain is not working very good these days. I don't sleep, I just stare out the windows. Well, basically, I came from work. I saw you sleeping, so I thought, on the Skype. I took off my clothes like I prefer and always do. I just be naked in the bed in front of my beautiful wife. You made some noises and I thought you were dreaming. I was thinking she's having a nightmare. And then I realized, oh my God, you're not sleeping. But I didn't understand anything of what went wrong with you. Was it pain in the stomach? Well, that was my first guess. And you called in a very low voice, Michael. And without any strength to explain me, you took your cell phone and tried to call the emergency. Actually, I didn't realize that this was the emergency call before later. But because I couldn't hear anything at all, I could just see you whispering in the cell phone. You were so tough that moment. Unbelievable that you had any strength to do this, but it made me so proud after. The next moment, the paramedics came and they took you away. You sent me a photo. You got oxygen in the hospital. The photo was just sharing your face with this oxygen mask. And I got scared. And of course, in this moment, all our communication died. I got a call from Bruno later. And he was explaining the critical situation and the infection you had. I went working. I walked around from Tuesday until Friday without any sleep at all. I was a zombie. I got small pieces of updates sometimes, but I was so scared, and on Friday night I booked the tickets to go to Brazil. I came here on the following Thursday, leaving Denmark on the Wednesday. When I got to the airport in Curitiba, you already know about this moment. So many of your friends contacted me in Denmark and here in the time in Brazil. They were so worried about you, and all they want to know is that I'm at your side and what was going on. They're sweet. Some I heard from you about before, and some I never knew existed. Yesterday night, that was Friday, I got the news from Lila in one of the groups that you were fully awake. I was together with Anna, Nine, the aunt of Nine, Louise. Fabricio had to cancel in the last moment, but they took me to a place to eat, just to get me out of the house, and of course they were driving me back again like they do constantly. Nina got a voice message from Lila, and she was basically turning white in the face. I got scared. I was ready to go outside, and I was thinking, you're dead. You're dead now. Well, basically it was a voice message from Lila telling that there was good news. The network they build around you informs everybody who is together with me and what we do. And then when Nina told me what Lila said, my heart jumped like crazy. She got in touch with Felipe. He meets me every day outside the hospital, playing the shows in the night, not sleeping. But he wants to be there for you and me. His beautiful eyes, his beautiful blue eyes, are turning more and more red every day now. But Felipe and I decided, because I told him that Felipe is the person from your family you really talk much about to me, and you many times wanted us to meet, that this was the perfect day to show you that, hey, gee, Felipe and I are together, supporting each other, taking care of each other while you're there. And he loves you more than you can ever imagine. I hate that it's so difficult to read your lips trying to speak now that you're awake. I'm very bad at this, and you already know about this, because when we do on the Skype, the only sentence I am sure about is when you say, I love you. I'm sorry I can't stop crying in front of you. But today it was tears of joy. Joy to know that your brain was working. I even loved when you couldn't make me understand a sentence and you looked irritated with me. Right now I'm fighting to find a way to get my ticket for return to Denmark moved to another date. And after I will tell my boss that I'm staying a few days more. I hope I will not lose my job on this. I'm already bankrupt without any paycheck. Right now, I just have to see you getting more strong. I was told in a moment that the chances was 50-50 with you because the infection was so bad. And shit, I was crazy, walking like a sick chicken around and around in the living room all night. And now I'm here, and today I saw your beautiful smile to me, and you are whispering, I love you more. I really love you more than you will ever know. Please don't scare me like this again. You're my Indian warrior angel. You just proved that to me, to Felipe, to Lila, etc., including so many people in Denmark and Brazil and USA who are sending the love every day for you and are praying for you. It's overwhelming. It's still Saturday here, and I spent the afternoon alone in the house, texting, voice mailing, etc. about the good news today. It's crazy. I'm so happy. Soon Leonardo, Nina and Anna will get me to eat some food and after drive me back again. I can't wait until tomorrow where I have to see you, hold your hand and kiss you again. I love you. Well, good morning. It's Sunday. Last night, Leonardo, Nina, the aunt of Nina, of course, Anna, wanted to take me to a place. Nina said, come with me to a happy place. My answer was, no, I'm not going to a bar to drink and dance. And she said, no, This is a different place. Well, Leonardo cancelled. He wanted to go training instead, training in the gym. But Nine and the aunt of Nine, took me there. It was a place with this Brazilian religion you told me about that she practices. They arranged for me a meeting there, and there was a translator who spoke English. A man talking with spirits about you and me. The spirit says your illness got strong because you're sad and not feeling loved from the people around you. And that is why the respiration area in your body got infected so badly. But the spirit also said that you and me have to keep fighting. It will still take some time, but in the end we will be living together. It was a weird experience, but interesting. After they took me to the gas station, and that means your gas station, where you always are going with Nina, showing me the place, and we had a sandwich before they took me back to the house. In the moment we were in the gas station, I was playing with Anna. Nina was talking to the aunt. I don't understand anything, and Nina talks English, but not so much. So I spent my time playing around with Anna, and I bought a small teddy bear for her, and we were playing with this. And she's really funny. Really, I love that little girl. When we left the place and got into the car, I noticed that Nina had tears in her eyes, and I said, "Are you okay, Nina?" And I was expecting she would say something about Leonardo, that she was disappointed that he cancelled. But no, she looked at the gas station and she said in a very low voice, "I miss G so much. She's so important to me and I love her. And I have been sick and sad in ways many times these days that we can't explain. I believe it's because she misses G too." They love you, G. They really do. Well, in a moment, Felipe will come and take me, and after we will have a coffee, and then see you again. Later, I'm having a lunch with Felipe and Debbie. That's the plan for today. I love you. Kisses. Well, back again. The lunch, the barbecue, and the house of Felipe. That was great. We talked a lot about you, about Denmark, about Bruno, about Victoria. Felipe, his wife, Lila and Debbie. So sweet people, all of them. And they do really spend every free minute they have to help me here. To get around and to make sure I have food, etc. And of course we ended up playing music to celebrate that everything is going so fast with you. We are all amazed to come back so powerful after what I was told in a meeting with a doctor now, that there was basically only 20% chance that you will ever get back. And if you got back, you would probably not remember anything. Your brain would be damaged and you would not be able to move. Well, you came back. And you are still fighting. It's unbelievable. Well, after Felipe and I went to get your mother, I went inside the hospital together with her. I'm so sad that I can't tell her news day by day, but I have no idea what Bruno and Vic are telling her. I think that maybe they are not telling her the truth all the way, but I can't explain and talk to her about it. There's a long story with Bruno, but I will leave that out from here and explain after you have read this and you're more strong. Your mother, to me, seemed like she don't understand anything about what's happening with you. After she and I visited you, she was sitting on the sidewalk outside the hospital, just staring out in the air and looking very sad and confused. I really felt sorry for her. When we got home, Felipe got her phone number, so he will try to talk to her in the future. including he can get the bills that are coming to you when you are not in home. Believe me, this guy loves you so much more than you ever thought of before. It's Monday morning. Nina promised to drive me, but she had to cancel in the last moment. Well, at least she told me, not like the things normally goes in Brazil. So I had to do something. I got an Uber and everything was okay. Today you had a long test. The exams were very good. You're breathing yourself without any respiration help now. Again, it's amazing. You smiled to me. And when you do this, over the time when you do this, my heart is really melting. I'm so sorry that I've been crying like a baby many times in front of you. Lila was meeting me today to go with you, and she had a lot of patience with me. She cannot any English at all. So she types all into the Google Translate and she showed me all the info she gets from the doctor. After the visit today, she would drive me home. She stopped by a very small but very, very beautiful chapel. She went inside to pray with me and we lit a candle for you. She explains she goes there very often and it helps her, so she wanted to share this place with me. Very sweet and nice of her. I'm in home. I don't have any plans at all, just to be here in the bed writing. I miss you here in the house so much. I miss Jan too here. Well, later I will go eat in the bakery and then sleep early. I'm not going to see you tonight because Victoria is going. I don't want to face Bruno in front of the hospital. I'm scared that I will go kill him. Well, I love you. P.S. I got new tickets now to go back. They just received on an email. I am now leaving on the 21st of May, so that got me about 9 days extra. Kisses. Tuesday. Philippe and I was going to see you in the morning. We always we arrive around 45 to 60 minutes before the time. He's like me, he's scared to be late. Philippe told me Victoria didn't come to the hospital yesterday. Well, that's what she told me she would do. And Philippe and I made a deal not to go when she was there, because she would probably get into a fight with Bruno. And that's not the time for us to fight with him now. Luckily, Philippe was watching the hospital in the night time and realized she didn't show up. He was in a hurry, but he managed to talk a few minutes with you. I felt so bad when he informed me about this. I wanted to be there. I'm so sorry. Well, we went to the ETU and was told that you're having another operation in the neck. Half an hour waiting and you would be back in your room. Now we've been waiting for 2 hours. There's still no news. You're not back. We found the surgery room and waited there. After another hour or so, we were told that you were still under operation. And after you would be sleeping. So they asked us to leave the hospital and come back. Right now I'm just sitting here in our house, answering all the messages that comes every day, informing people about the news, the people who have shown the biggest support. I update every day, and so do Philippe and Lila. I still have a few hours to wait, so I'm just praying in silence for you to be strong. Tuesday night, I took a taxi to see you. Nobody had time to go tonight. Well, maybe some of the women did, but I don't like to ask them. And I'm scared that they think they can go visit you, and I know you don't like that right now. Well, I was alone with you. The only words you had to me was, "Are you betraying me?" Shit. I never saw this question coming in this situation. I got really sad. But I know if I was there in a coma for days, locked to a bed, and I can't move and I can't talk and I can't use a cell phone, computer, anything, and my friends, family were taking care of you, I would be scared too. I understand you, even though it made me very, very sad. I'm not betraying you, my love. When I'm not crying, I'm talking about you in Denmark. Our adventures, the castle, Skagen, Sting, etc., etc. It's you, except 2 times. Nina asked me if I like Leonardo because you don't, and she wanted my opinion. I said, nope. He's a sweet guy in the moment, but I think it's strange that you, that means Nina, have to take care of Anna, go to work, pay for the car, pay for G babysitting, when he have no job but drives around in your car and don't take care of Anna. Something is not right. She said, he's lost, but he's a good boy. I said, just take care he's not using you, taking advantage of you. She said, yes, but thank you for being honest. The second time, Louise asked me about you, and I could hear something was wrong, and I asked, are you okay? And she started to talk about Fabricio's family, don't like her. The things she told before, and she didn't know what to do anymore. I told her that the family is not blood. You married Fabricio, you didn't marry his family. True family is the person you trust, like friends, etc. It's nothing to do with the blood from your spouse. If you don't like them, they don't like you, stop searching for them. Create your own family with the members you want. G and I are available. We care for you and Fabricio and the children. In these days with G in the hospital, I feel connected to you and your family, with Nina and Anne and Philippe and Lila, more than I do to my family in Denmark. Therefore, I count you as my family, but there's no blood. I love you so much, G. So much. I'm tired. It's been an exhausting day, and I still have no idea that was happening, why the surgery, etc. today. And your drain from the respirator fell out and was leaking blood and liquids from your throat when I was there. And the nurse tried to fix it, and it really was pain to watch you in this condition. Lila tried to call the hospital to get more information, but they wouldn't tell in the telephone. So it was a very scary day. Please be better very fast now. Kisses and good night. So, my love, it's Wednesday. Philippe and I was going to see you. Very nervous to find out about what was happening yesterday. We got the info and they did an x-ray of you and they found areas in your neck still very, very infected. So they decided to do the surgery on you and remove it manually. Because of the heavy drugs under the surgery, to keep you sedated, they decided to put you back into respiration. But you're okay. You're still getting stronger day by day. Your blood test is still showing the infection, but it's falling, decreasing all the time, so we are happy. You're tired, but in the same time I can see my G, the Giselle that I know and love. Because you're so tired to try and communicate without I understand you, that you now get very irritated and directly upset with me. I feel shame when I don't understand. But I love your response. I know your brain is working like it normally did. It's afternoon here. I just gave the good news for the people who are worried for you and sending love for us every day. It's raining today. Maybe it's because that Lula is visiting the Curitiba today. I don't know. Well, I will rest a little before I have to get a taxi back to the hospital and after eat with Douglas and Polly and their children. Oh my God, I miss you. I miss to hear your beautiful voice. But they think a few more days and you will be able to start having sound on your voice again. That's amazing. Kisses for now, my angel. Thursday came. Felipe, your mother, and I was going to the hospital. Your mother went together with Felipe and I was staying outside. Oh my God, never again. I was so nervous because I couldn't see you myself. But Felipe came back with good news. You were smiling and everything was good. We went back home and today Louise asked if I needed a laugh instead of sitting in the house alone. Her, the babies, and her mother was going to see Samuel doing a play, a song, dance, something like that for the Mother's Day. I agreed. Actually, I kind of regret as soon as I went to their house. Not because of their family, but because they've been so sweet to me, but I'm sick. I got the cold, flu, something, and my head was exploding when I started to go there. But okay, we went there. Samuel didn't care about the play. He was like true TNT dynamite running all over. Nobody could control him. It's amazing so much energy this little man have inside him. Well, after the show, they dropped me off at our house. I was relaxing a little, and I installed Uber on the cell phone, and I ordered one in front of the bakery. And it worked flawlessly. I'm now back in the hospital, and as always, when I go there myself, I like 1.5 hours before time, because I'm so scared to get late and miss a half hour that I can have with you. Lila showed up. I didn't know that she was coming. She talks very much about you, but it's okay. I am fine as long as I can hold your hand and give you a kiss. And she's very good at reading your lips to help you getting out the information, including the information from the staff working there. But some days, all I wish for is to have a chair next to you, next to your bed that I can sit in, hold your hand, and together with you dream and think back of all the things we've done together and the things we have to do in the future. Felipe arranged to go in the studio with him and his band, and I know he told you and he said you looked happy, but I asked you because I know sometimes you are more honest to me but pleasing others. And I clearly got the message that you wanted me in the hospital this way. This actually made me very, very happy for 2 reasons. It showed me that even if I'm not good at reading your lips, you prefer to have me near you. And I'm not really feeling for sitting in a band room studio listening to these guys play music. So I wrote him a message that I will go to the hospital tomorrow night, and I hope he's okay and he will understand my reasons. Well, now it's getting late for me anyway, and I'm tired, I have a headache, and I can't breathe through my nose, so I will put on a bad movie and try to sleep. I love you, Angel. Friday, May the 12th, I was meeting outside the hospital for the morning visit with Lila. Like so many times before, small conversation on Google Translate with her. I have Wi-Fi in the reception of the hospital. Waiting, and finally the guard called us to go to the UTE. I was talking with you, holding your hand, and at the same time Lila was talking to the doctors and nurses, and we got the message that you will leave the room today. Oh my fucking God, what's going on? That's amazing. So Lila made a list for me what I should find for you in the house. I went back with the Uber. I'm getting quite good at this Uber. running like crazy because the doctor or nurse will call Lila when you're ready to move, and we want relatives with you in this moment. So I found the things here. Ready to run again, just waiting for a text to say, go. Hour after hour, waiting. Finally a text came from Felipe. Hi, let's go, she's ready. I called the Uber, it came, but that was wrong. It was an Uber, but he was on the wrong address, searching for a Gene something. Shit, waiting, nobody came. I ordered a new Uber. It was a Ford Fiesta. It came. He rolled down the window and he said, Michelle. I laughed and I said, no, Michael. And I asked, fala inglés? And he looked very scared. And he said, 5 minutes, and he took off. I think he got scared. Read my name as a woman, and out comes a man from another country. New Uber, finally. Nice guy, no problems. And I met up with Philippe in the hospital. We got you settled in the new room. So much more calm. Only you and one other woman. It's a lot better. Felipe had to run again because of his band, but Lila showed up after a few minutes here. Nice to see you there. Even the doctors, the nurses, trying to fix your throat, so Lila and I couldn't kiss you goodbye, but still nice. Well, I got back home with a Uber. I cancelled with Felipe. He wanted me to join his band, but I don't feel for too much headache. Hope he don't get upset with me. Back home, getting in contact with Tanya, I promised that we could meet outside the hospital today, but so much changes with rooms and hours that it was impossible. She told me that Saturday she and Bruna had to prepare an event of some kind, so I could just say when I'm in the hospital and we could go there. Well, great, and now I also got the info that Bruna would be busy Saturday, so I couldn't ask her to go with me now. Sending messages for Louisa and Nina that they had to decide who should go in the day and who in the night. Nina had to work early, she preferred night, Louisa preferred day. It's easier for mom to take care of the babies and Samuel in that time. So, really, now it's time to sleep. So happy and excited that you finally got out from this intensive care. You are amazing. I love you so much. Saturday. I was in home all morning. Only went to the bakery to have a coffee there. Your visit hours changed to the afternoon from the morning. But I still wake up very early, still scared to sleep too long. Louisa will go there today to see you. She's excited like a little girl for Christmas. It will be good for you two to see other persons than me, Lila and Felipe. She cried before entering in the room, and I could see on her face when she got first eye contact with you, she almost broke down from happiness to see you smile. So sweet to see you girls like that, realizing how close friends you can be. Louisa talked to the nurses and doctors and explained that you could not move, so you need an assistant. And this way, she made it happen that I could stay now 24 hours, 7 days a week if I wanted. That was great. Well, I walked her out when the visiting was over, and she was so happy to see you, more than I can explain for you with words. It was in her expression, crying, smiling, laughing, sadness, crying, while laughing, of happiness, over and over again. Well, back in the room again here. Felipe and Lila is not going today. They're busy with the Mother's Day, and it's okay. The evening is coming. The next visitor is Nina. She was very happy too, very happy that you would let her come. She's very tired these days, I can see. She told me that she fights very hard to study in the university. She's going all days now, not skipping classes anymore. She works in the job and Leonardo helps with Anna. But she explained when she picks up Anna in the night, she's so tired. She doesn't even go to eat anymore, like she used to together with you. She misses your company and the calm you provided for her every day, she told. And I think she sees you more than just another friend. She listens to you and appreciates your honesty to her very much about life, about relationship with Leonardo. Now it's time to sleep on the worst and smallest sofa in the world. Sunday, Mother's Day. People sending me messages for you, including a video. You were crying with the video Mother's Day song. Sorry, I don't recall the name of it. It was so good to see. We spent the full daytime alone, just you and me. In the night time, I was planned that Philippe, Lila and Bruna would visit. We, that means Lila and me, asked Victoria if she wanted to go. No. I said, for her it's Mother's Day. I don't celebrate days, was the answer. Okay, that's your choice, Victoria. Well, a few hours before visit time, she changes her mind. She orders me to cancel for everybody else to go. Oh my fucking God. Well, it ended up Victoria, Bruna, and me. Bruna was very nervous to go there because of Victoria. I promised her if Vic would start a scandal, I would personally escort her out from the room and down to the security guards. And then Bruna was more relaxed. It all went fine. There was no problems at all. Except nobody has a chance of talking with Victoria in the room because her mouth is never quiet. Well, now it's Monday. We are in this writing moment, waiting for the doctor to tell us if you will have the surgery today. We hope very much, because this will make you able to speak again. I miss your sweet voice so much. Really the biggest and most important step for me after survival, your voice. I have now written the story up till present time, and for that reason I can't write another word for now, except for 2 lines. Waiting for the doctor, and I love you more than I did yesterday. Well, the doctors explained now that they want to wait with changing your tube in the throat for tomorrow. That means Tuesday. But right now they want to take off all your bandage and take out the draining system from your throat. I was there in the room with Lila and they started the procedure. I have to in this moment to tell you that all we knew was that they made surgery in the throat to take out the pus. So, as you know when you read this, it was not a few small scars like a knee surgery with small tubes. Actually, I got so shocked and I felt I had to cry. So I was very fast in telling you that I have to go for coffee, and I smiled. I was so scared that you saw my reaction in this moment. My love, this came as a very big shock, and I never imagined how much they had to open you up to save your life. Lila didn't know too, but she stayed calm as she is. Trained professional nurse and never showing any feelings at all. That woman is as hard as she needs to be, and that's okay. But sometimes she's almost too hard, I think. Well, your only concern was that Lila had to take me out to eat. You are here, closer to the angels than you ever was before, and any of us around you have ever been. It's so exhausted without being able to move your body, go to the toilet or just call out for something, and still you worry about me getting some food. Amazing. Well, after Lila left, after eating in the subway, I went to your room. You were almost sleeping. I walked outside to have a cigarette, and then it came, the shock. I broke down. I cried like a child. I sent messages for Louise and Janine, Khan because Khan from the work is on WhatsApp, and then he could explain the close friends I have in the job what was going on. I sent the message for the group in Denmark. I cried, and I was feeling so lonely in this moment. I was so sad for what they did to you. So happy to see you alive, but so sad what you had to go through. Louise and Janine said they understood my reaction. They felt so sorry for this, and the way I realized. The people in Denmark didn't say anything in the moment. They were sleeping. It's in the middle of the night there. When I woke up, I had messages from Denmark from people in tears, people who wished they could be here in Brazil supporting the both of us. I'm sorry, but really, I think this night was the worst of them all for me. The night my brain said, let it out. And I was so scared to show you this, so I was hiding outside for some time that night for being able to be strong for us again. Tuesday afternoon and evening was interesting and hard again. In the afternoon they changed YouTube for the one in metal. They did in the room while I was watching and explaining about how you have to train to talk with this. It's more difficult than I imagine. It takes a lot more strength for your lungs, your throat, than normally. I was sad about this. In the beginning I had the impression it would be easy and you would be able to talk in a matter of a few days. Well, I went out from the hospital to find something different to eat. Very near the hospital there's a place called Pop's Burger. It was a nice place, made really good burgers there, with true filet mignon meat. I needed that. Well, the evening came and we contracted a physiotherapist that Angela knew of. She was amazing with you, so professional that I haven't seen anything like her in this hospital, except from the two doctors, Thiago and the guy in charge of the respiration team. This woman really knows some tricks. Not only with your arms, your hands, your legs, etc., but ways to help your lungs in amazing ways. I was so happy that Angela chose this woman first, and I could see you liked her very much. So, finally a happy moment again. And after I wanted to discuss with her about payment, etc. for helping you, but Angela stopped this. She said, no money. This is a gift for G from us. This is the way we can support G to get better, stronger. These people in your women's group are amazing. Well, it got late and you were ready to sleep, so I called the Uber and I went home. Like all the other days, I didn't really sleep. I have come to a state of mind where I'm just like a robot. I smile, I try to be there for you, I cry when I'm alone, and I lose my sleep because I cry and worry too much about you. I know I can't do more than I do now, but I wish I could take your place, give you peace and freedom to get out on the street just for a simple walk. Wednesday, Lila helped a nurse washing your beautiful hair. They tried to put you in a chair, but you felt very bad. Dizzy, I figured. So, me and Jackson lifted you back in the bed. The psychologist came to talk with you about Jan. He will see you tomorrow, Thursday. That will be good. It took some meetings with the psychologist and the social assistants, and some strategic planning from Felipe and me how to make this happen, without Bruno interfering and without Victoria together with Jan. But we made it happen. Right in this moment, writing here, I'm in the small sofa looking at you sleeping in the bed. I love you. I sent the photo of you and me for Louisa and for the group in Denmark, saying thank you for all the support, and they were so happy to see you and us smiling together. Thank you for letting me have this photo. I love you so much. Well, today you talked to me. You talked in truth. I'm so happy and proud. It was amazing hearing Hearing you telling about dreams from your coma and telling me how much you love me. I'm in heaven. Thursday, sad day. Well, one good thing happened. Felipe signed the documents for physiotherapist. So finally Lila can start to really work on you. Bruno never confirmed to the hospital that Jan will come. We got hold of Victoria and she said to me, if you want to know anything about Jan, you have to talk to Bruno. But Bruno doesn't answer when we call him. I was really sad about this. I was hoping that Jan finally could kiss you again and you could tell him that you are going to be fine again. This night we were lucky though, because the woman in the bed next to you was sent home. This gave us some time alone in privacy. Friday morning, I left you in the hospital very early, went to buy dogs and cat food, and just so there was a little something to give them when you got back home. And after I was going to do a surprise for you. I was in contact with Gracia and I always wanted this crucifix, and I thought this was the perfect moment. Gracia had into very few days to come up with some drawings how this could look, and Tuesday I got the drawing. It was big, 3.5 hours of constant tattooing without any breaks, so it got pretty painful sometimes because she was putting the needles in the same area so many times, filling out black, gray and white colors. I showed it for you, I remember. You looked very happy and you told the nurses about it, and they wanted to see, including the video I did for you. I had shame. Angela was here today with Juliana, and Juliana was training with you. It's perfect. Angela came to give the news that all the women are taking turns to be with you, so you never have to be alone before you get the strength back to help yourself or call for assistance. That made me happy and more calm. Victoria did it again, informing everybody, hey, I'm coming. But not letting anybody know before the last moment. I'm so sad for her lack of respect for you and other people. Well, later I will go eat with Douglas and Polly and the kids. Right now I'm sitting next here to you in the chair, and the male gnome nurse is taking care of you. Kisses for you. I love you more and more each second. Well, I went with Douglas, Polly, the children to Pop's Burger. We had a good talk about you and me, life in Brazil now with all the problems. Douglas lost his job and the life in Denmark 20 years ago. Now all the problems coming with the Muslims. Well, just talking in general. Nothing important. Meanwhile, Victoria and your mother was visiting you. This was my last chance to stay with you in the night time. But of course, they put another patient in the room. So we lost that chance. I went back to the house in an Uber again. Saturday, our last day together. I woke up, slept heavy, not long, but heavy for the first time in a long period. Feeling more calm now knowing that you're recovering very well and very fast, and the women are going to be there for you when I'm gone. I went to the hospital and we spent the day together, only interrupted by the nurses and when I was eating, etc. You were very tired today. I can imagine your brain is like mine, thinking and feeling sad that my time here is ending again. On top of all the sadness about being stuck in the hospital bed, takes a lot of energy. We had a calm day. I was telling you about my feelings at the beginning when you got into the hospital. My feelings when I thought I lost you for good. Feelings when you woke up. A calm day in general. And I felt that's what we needed. Felipe came in the night. Now he's a movie star. Great, he's doing okay in the life. I really like that guy as my own brother. Angela came. She will spend the night with you, and it was time to say our goodbyes. I'm sure you remember this yourself, so no need to write how sad and difficult this moment was. More than ever before. Right now I'm in the bed. I'm sending you a voice message you will hear when you have your cell phone, and I send messages for Angela to show you. I love you so much, Giselle Durigan Sørensen. I will sleep now. Felipe will come early tomorrow. Kisses and good night, my amazing love. The longest travel I ever had. I felt so sad all the way when I finally came to Billund. My parents picked me up in the airport. Lasse and I was eating in the house of my parents that night. They wanted to hear all about you. My mother started to cry again, sad but happy that you came back to life. I feel I'm in a stranger's body. My mind is out in the universe, and I look at things surrounding me like I've been misplaced here by mistake. Tuesday I have to go back to work, almost not sleeping again, and like a robot just doing the things like always to survive the night. Back to work the next day and slept 2 hours before. Lotte and Ulrik, my parents, picked me up, going to Germany. Right now it's morning after, sleeping through the night on a hotel, had breakfast, still feeling surreal. I want to get back to the hospital. I feel like I left you behind, feeling guilty and sad, even though I know I have to make money just for surviving. My love for you keeps growing every minute. Saturday morning here in Germany, Friedrichstadt is the name of the city, also called Small Holland. I woke up and I saw messages from you. I was so happy for it after yesterday it was very silent. Angela sent me a photo of you yesterday, sitting up in the bed. Wow. I showed my family here, and we all got so happy. My father ordered beers for everyone to celebrate. You wrote a message for everybody on Facebook. I had tears in my eyes. That was so amazing. We just had breakfast here in the hotel, and soon we're going to sail in the channels. We all wish you were here, especially I wish very, very much. Keep fighting. You make me so proud, G. I love you.